Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, in Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Creates a little space. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Clark wants to throw. Finds his man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Another incompletion on third down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So Arizona's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Clark to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at third.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. Finds us back in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Shakes off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The inside handoff. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Clark wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, North Carolina! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the oh, they blocked the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Clark to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. 22. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Clark wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Arizona runs out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Clark to fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown. Tackle at the 17.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Arizona comes out with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He got it. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give out of the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Clark wants to throw. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 35 over Navy. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Arizona.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now that
he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Clark to fire. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
it is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gums. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Clark wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cox. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possessions.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, going up top. Touchdown, Tar Heels! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. Clark to fire. He's looking, pressure's coming, and the pressure. There and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Tosses it incomplete. The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the play on third down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Clark wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hall.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Makes the catch. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's going up top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
And the defense picks up a sack. Quarterback down at the 44. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Clark to fire. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, How in the world did that happen? Biggest disaster since the Fire Festival or the Chevy Chase show. A defensive touchdown, and we're a point away from a tie.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Scanning the field. It's locked. Here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out, I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in it.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock. Get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's hit 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning you this game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical, deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but man, you've got to have better ball security.
And you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you've got to manage this clock.
He leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. Here late in the fourth.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. You can't take negative plays at this point.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Quarterback may change this route. Clark wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Footing is going to be an issue in the driving rain as he kicks to win the game. And his kick is good despite the rainstorm. A good snap, good hold, and the kick was perfect. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it and practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean